Good evening and welcome everyone. I ask that you please mute your microphones. I'm David Hahn, the Craig and Birds Dean of the College of Engineering, and I would like to welcome each of you to our virtual scholarship reception. This annual event, along with our Craig and Birds Design Day, are the highlights of the spring semester, and one that I know our student scholarship recipients and their benefactors look forward to each year. In addition to welcoming our students and our scholarship donors, I want to send a warm welcome to their families, our corporate and foundation sponsors, our friends, to our college faculty and staff members, and to our academic advisors. Even though the event is being held in a virtual setting for everyone's safety, we are using technology to our advantage to make our time together as interactive as possible. I also want to note that we have recipients and donors from both this year and last year, since our celebration was canceled last spring. So welcome back to some of our students that graduated. On behalf of the entire college, we hope you will enjoy tonight's program. To get started, I want to share with you a few facts about the importance of your support and the support of our generous donors that aren't with us tonight. For the 2019-20 academic year, more than $1.1 million was awarded to 320 students. And in the current 2020-2021 year, more than $1.2 million was awarded to close to 400 students from the College of Engineering designated funds. These numbers do not include the additional financial aid that individual students may have received. Rather, these numbers reflect the generosity of you, our donors. The year-over-year increase includes new scholarships established in the last year and the addition of our Get Started Awards, specifically designed for our transfer students. On behalf of the entire College of Engineering, we are very pleased to report the trend of increased scholarship dollars going to support more and more of our worthy students. I remain grateful to each of the donors who made this tremendous support possible. Recruiting, retaining, and supporting our students remains mine and the entire college's top strategic priority. As you know, the COVID pandemic has had a significant impact on our students as we just passed the one-year anniversary of our campus move to online instruction. Even while working via UA's online and remote modalities for these many months, our students have remained resilient and optimistic about the future. I could not be any prouder. Just like everyone else, our students have faced many challenges during the past year, including financial hardships for many. In case after case, scholarships made the critical difference in keeping these students enrolled and moving forward toward their goal of being a Wildcat engineer. Throughout our program today, we will be sharing the voices of our students, explaining firsthand the impact that donors such as you have made on their lives. I'm now pleased to introduce our first student video. You will hear from Rebecca Garcia and Cameron Crawley.
My name is Rebecca Garcia. I am a mechanical engineering major, and this is my senior year. I've just always loved math, so engineering has been the path for me. Even today, though, it's still surreal that I'm a senior in mechanical engineering, just because it was never something I thought I could actually achieve. The main challenge for me going through college has been financially. I am a single mother. I have a 5-year-old little girl. So it's always been difficult to try and manage having a full-time job and going to school full-time. And this is actually the first semester where, thanks to the scholarships I received, I do not have to have a full-time job. I am actually able to just focus on my school and my internships so that I can prepare for when I graduate and enter the workforce. It was basically 30 plus hours a week at work plus full-time student. So most of my work got done late nights or basically all night because at the same time I also had to take care of my daughter. So yeah, it was a huge juggling act, and there was definitely no line between work, school, and home. It was all just jumbled into one. I have an internship now, so that takes up 20 hours of my week, and then I have school, and the rest of the time I can just dedicate to her now. We finally have weekends, full weekends where I don't work, which is really nice. She definitely appreciates the movie nights and all the fun time we get to have now.
My name is Cameron Crowley, and I'm a sophomore studying aerospace engineering. Ever since I was 10 years old, I've wanted to be an astronaut. It's been a very, very ingrained passion since almost as long as I can remember. And given my passion to give back to people and the communities that helped me and my family when we were younger, I think that one of the best ways I can do that is being an engineer and improving the human condition, which is really the engineer's mantra. And I think astronauts are leading that forefront in the new frontier. They're some of the best engineers and best minds out there, and I really hope to be a part of that movement someday. I came to the University of Arizona originally because I knew that it would provide fantastic opportunities. It's an R1 university, and they granted me a very generous scholarship. And so I took a leap of faith, going 1,000 miles away from where I grew up to come to a school that I knew nothing about other than what I had seen in my application process and the online media. Being where I am financially and coming from my family situation financially, scholarships mean the world, and it's either I go to school or I don't. That's what's at stake when I'm applying for scholarships. And so I would not be here, and it would not be possible to pursue my studies if I did not have the scholarships to pay for even just basic living, paying for food, paying for housing, and paying for textbooks and materials to help me succeed.
Thank you to Rebecca and Cameron for sharing their inspiring stories. It is now my pleasure to introduce two of our scholarship donors who will share their story with us. Newton Don graduated from the U of A in 1968 with a BS in chemical engineering. He went on to earn an MBA from Stanford. Newton is a specialist in alternative energy, and during a successful career, he worked for ARCO and British Petroleum, including as a financial analyst. Newton retired in 2007. His partner, Philip Laird, while not a UA graduate, proudly joins Newton in supporting University of Arizona. Philip, I think I can name you an honorary engineering wildcat. Together, they have created 3 named scholarship endowments. In their spare time, Newton plays the oboe and Philip the piano. Clearly, as you will see in their video, they are enthusiastic UA supporters. Please join me in watching their remarks.
Hi, my name is Newton Don.
And I'm Phil Laird. It's an honor and a great pleasure for us to contribute to the University of Arizona because the university has been so important to our family and to us personally for so many years.
The Johnny Wing and Rose Sunny Don Scholarship is in honor of my parents. My dad arrived as an immigrant in 1921, attended school for a few years, and then worked as a farm laborer in California and Arizona. In 1938, he married my mom, and the two of them started a small grocery store on Anita Street. During World War II, he served in the Army, and when he returned, the two of them worked hard to build a successful neighborhood grocery business. Mom was the oldest daughter of immigrants from China. They lived in San Francisco's Chinatown. She was the first to graduate from high school, but she never had the opportunity to attend college.
Newton's parents impressed upon him and his sister Yvonne the importance of going to college to open up opportunities that they never had. Newt earned his degree in chemical engineering and Yvonne degrees in mathematics and education. Later, the two of them went on to Stanford University to earn business degrees at Stanford Business School.
I have fond memories of studying at Arizona in the 60s. Chemical engineering required 146 semester units. And without today's distractions of a smartphone, email, texting, YouTube, Facebook,
Zoom.
and Zooming. I guess we might as well have just, we studied. It was a tight-knit group of my classmates, about 20 or so. It was challenging, but we had a lot of fun. And after over 50 years, over half of us have stayed in touch. 10 years ago, my classmates and I founded scholarships in honor of Professors White and Edwards. Professor Don White was the first chair of the department, ever optimistic and ever supportive of his students. Dick Edwards loved the students, and we in turn revered him. It was his class in design that spurred my interest and really set my career later in finance and business. My parents' support for college education and my gratitude to Professors White and Edwards inspired Phil and me to contribute to the university as our way of thanking and helping other students afford a top-flight education.
And we want to congratulate you, the student recipients of grants from these and other scholarships, and we applaud the University of Arizona for its commitment to its undergraduates.
Bear down!
Thank you again, Newton and Philip, for sharing your story and for your generous support. We will now hear from our featured student speaker, who will share his story on behalf of all of our scholarship recipients. Victor Nieto is currently a junior studying mining engineering with a minor in geosciences. Originally from San Antonio, Texas, Victor comes to the U of A from Queen Creek, Arizona. On campus, Victor is currently the Vice President of Marketing for the student chapter of the UA Society of Mining, Metallurgy, and Exploration, an engineering ambassador, and a member of the Honors College. He is currently working on the NASA Mars HiRISE mission, where he is a student validator that processes images of Mars. Victor has served as an intern for Commercial Metals Company for the past 3 years and is excited to intern for Lehigh Hansen this upcoming summer. In his free time, if he has any, Victor enjoys hanging out with friends, mountain biking, and being a member of the University of Arizona's Ultimate Frisbee team. Victor has just recently finished participating in the International Student Metallic Mine Design Competition, where his team was the only North American team to make it to the final stage and is awaiting the final results. Go Mining Cats. Please join me in sharing Victor's story.
Hello and welcome everyone. I want to begin by saying thank you very much to all of the generous donors present. Your investment in students like me and those in the audience today make a big impact and will help shape the future of society. Because of you, dreams are reached, breakthroughs are found, and we are able to work towards making the world a greater place. My name is Victor Nieto, and I am a junior studying mining engineering here at the University of Arizona. I'm originally from a small town around San Antonio, Texas, but moved to the Phoenix area when I was 8. Although this brought many changes, a few things remained constant in my life: family, faith, school, and sports. Growing up, I was taught to give 100% of my effort to these aspects of life, leaving nothing behind. So that's exactly what I did. I was never the most gifted athlete or student growing up, but what I did have was work ethic. My parents' influence helped push me to be the hardest worker in the room at all times, which has benefited me greatly. The work ethic instilled in me has helped me to excel in high school, college academics, and sports, allowing me to make multiple academic honors, Dean's List, and earning all region honors in football. I have always remembered being hungry for knowledge and curious for answers I didn't know. Early on, I insisted on becoming a marine biologist after a school trip we took to Catalina Island. This quickly changed, however, after I took my first class of biology in high school and realized that was not the path for me. Still, loving science and problem solving, I slowly shifted my focus towards a career in engineering. My father is a metallurgical engineer, and I knew that I loved STEM classes and getting my hands dirty. What really opened up my eyes to engineering was when I participated in the sophomore year high school science fair. My lab partner and I built a small hydroelectric machine with magnets and unexpectedly ended up winning our school and district science fair. We were ecstatic. We did not expect to be competing at that high of a level against other projects that seemed like they were curing cancer. We were sent to the Arizona State Science Fair, and it turns out we were right. We got crushed by the competition. Even though we got grilled by the judges and destroyed by the other projects, this event piqued my interest into the world of engineering. Seeing the other fascinating projects around us and being able to compete at their level proved to me that I have the potential to be a great engineer and change the world. This interest led into college, where I spent freshman year as an undecided engineering major. Each week of our Engineering 102 class, a new engineering department would give its pitch to its prospective students. Mining engineering sounded really interesting, so I reached out to the professors in the department. Dr. Brad Ross gave me a tour of the hands-on labs, the classrooms, student-run underground mine, and all of what mining had to offer. I was hooked. I mean, working outside, traveling the world, explosives, heavy machinery, rocks. What more could you want? So from that point on, I have been a proud member of the department, taking advantage of all the opportunities they have to offer. I look forward to graduating with my degree in mining engineering and working to make the world a better place through the sustainable extraction of commodities from our earth. However, none of this would be possible without the generous donors here at this reception. Because of your support, I have been able to work part-time in a NASA mission that images the surface of Mars, compete in international mining competitions, travel the states and compete in Ultimate Frisbee with the university's team, join clubs such as Engineering Ambassadors and SME, and much more. Moreover, the funds from your donations have helped me to pay rent, put food on the table, and take time off of work to study for upcoming tests and to catch up on homework. So on behalf of all the students here, I want to thank you for providing the opportunities that help us to reach our dreams. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Victor, for sharing your inspiring story, and to all of our students for sharing their stories. We now turn to the interactive part of our program. Our benefactors and students will have the opportunity to meet each other in the Zoom breakout chat rooms. Each of our guests today have been assigned to a breakout room, and you will be automatically sent to your designated room in just a moment. We have assigned about 12 people to each room so you can get to know each other, including donors, scholarship recipients, along with engineering faculty and staff members, to keep things from getting too rowdy. We have scheduled about 20 minutes in each group, and you will get a 5-minute warning before being brought automatically back here for the conclusion. Margie and I will circulate among the groups to say hello to everyone. All right, let's rely on Zoom technology. Let's go. Okay, everyone, I believe we're all back. I want to welcome everyone back. That seemed like a lot of fun. I seem to see everybody enjoying conversations. I'm sure that our donors enjoyed meeting the recipients of their generosity. I'm sure that our students enjoyed meeting the people that helped make this happen. I want to close by thanking everyone for participating in our first, and I hope last, virtual scholarship reception. Thank you to our generous donors, and congratulations to our students. I'm also grateful to our entire team for making this event happen and for supporting our students. We will close with 2 final stories from our scholarship students. Kirst Kingsbury and Denise Renteria will present you some of their thoughts. So we're going to leave with our students. It's all about our students, and I want to thank everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.
My name is Kirst Kingsbury. I'm a senior here at the University of Arizona. I'm studying mining engineering with a focus in mineral processing and a minor in planetary sciences. The reason why I got into mining engineering in the first place was actually to eventually get into the space resources industry that doesn't really exist right now. And that kind of includes, extracting resources from the moon, maybe potentially mining asteroids. We had a successful OSIRIS-REx tag sample collection yesterday, so that future is I think, coming closer every single day. I think the reason why I came to Tucson was because it has an incredible mining program, and it also has one of the best space programs in the entire world. Both mining in space and of a terrestrial nature can have a dramatic impact on the lives of people all over the world. If you're in engineering for the money, you're in it for the wrong reasons. You need to be in this industry to help people, and I think that's really something that struck home with me. I guess I'm not really in it to see a lot of the benefit for myself, because I just feel like the people that deserve that benefit need it so much more than I do, I guess. I'm from a rural community up in Oregon of about 3,000 people. We weren't the most affluent family, I guess. And through like the federal government, I'm not able to get all the money that I need to go to school out of state, especially. And so scholarships are really the only way that I'm able to even be in Tucson.
My name is Denise Renteria, and I'm currently a junior studying civil engineering. Ever since I started my freshman year, I've been working as a caregiver, and it's been a really tough road just because selecting engineering as your major already says a lot. It's a lot of time commitment, and I don't even know how I got so far. It's a lot of hard work. I failed. You have to learn how to get back up on your feet. It's what makes you as a person. My days were like 12-hour shifts plus schoolwork. It was just like so much, you know. I would run from my class here at the U of A to go to Pima to take another class. And I've been told by counselors and so many people, like, why don't you just stop working, you know? And it's very, very easy to say. And you could get loans and all this stuff, but I don't want to do that, you know? My parents raised me that you have to work really hard to get what you want. And thankfully enough, this year I've been, you know, awarded 9 scholarships. For me, it's like, wow, you know, hard work does pay off. I'm like beyond grateful for, you know, having these scholarships, because my parents are immigrants, and I'm also a first-generation college student, so they didn't have that opportunity to go to college. For how long as it takes, I want to be able to get a degree and be like, yeah, I made it, and be proud of myself.